Hello everyone, my name is Apple Guy, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. It has been quite a while, but I have progress to show you. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 new buildings here in Pharaoh's Landing have been built, and I want to show you how I did them in a montage. Wow, how cool was the montage? It's all done now, though. Yep, it's done. I definitely didn't just stand there and say the first thing and then cut to the second thing. Yeah, alright. Well, anyway, so yes, the montage is done now, and today's video is going to be focused on creating the basis for a pathway. Because in the town, we need to have a system of pathways that connect up everything that we know and love. We want to have everything connected on a road, so all the buildings are bound to a road, almost like you're playing like Sim City or something of that sort, where all the buildings are easily accessible on a road, so you don't have to wander very far. I've thought about a lot of road designs, and in a little bit we're going to be jumping over to my creative world so I can show you the design I'm pretty sure we're going to go with. We're going to be gathering up the materials for the design. So yeah, we're going to be going with it, unless one of you guys maybe has like a better suggestion, in which case then you could let me know in the comments section. Maybe you have a link to like a Reddit post or another YouTube video of a pathway. I would want the pathway to be semi-original, however. I don't want to steal, like I used Ethos Lab's pathway in his town for a bit of inspiration, but I don't want to directly copy. So this is what the pathway is going to look like to start. And then I think, actually, do we want to make it 3 wide instead of 5 wide? I think we do. I think we want to make it 3 wide. And that way we can have a bit of like people can have like porches almost. So let's fill in this section real quick right here as well. Yeah, I think this is for the best. Especially, we'll see why in just a moment, I think. Alright, great. Alright, yeah, so there we go. We have the, like, outline done. But I want to show you guys the design that I came up with, so we're going to head into my creative world, and I can show you guys all what I have been up to. We are here in my creative testing world with my statues behind me from my Statues Minecraft video. All the Yarhar Harbor buildings right there. That's from the Overlook Hotel. That's a pool of water. That's the moss farm that we built, that's the elevator that we built, and that's a target. Here are the pathways that I have developed. I have ranked them from my least favorite to my most favorite, so we'll be starting with my least favorite and moving on. This is my least favorite path design. I placed it in a desert so you can sort of get the idea of what's going on. This one was inspired by Ethos Lab. This is a oak path and stripped oak combination with stairs to get up to the next level, oak stairs. The next one that I also thought of was a very simple cobblestone, gravel, moss stone path. This one is supposed to be reminiscent of one you would see in old villages when they would have the gravel pathways. Up next is this one here. This one is just Ethos Lab's design. It's birch, stripped birch, and path, and I decided to use sandstone as the way to get up, even though I probably should have used birch stairs. Then we have this one, which is my own take on Ethos Labs. It replaces the path with this sandstone. I think it blends in a little nicer, but it doesn't really have enough difference in my eyes. The best one that I came up with is this one right here, which uses packed mud, some rooted dirt, some coarse dirt, and it uses the mud brick stairs for the elevation change. I like this one a lot because I came up with it. I was just looking through this little palette of blocks that I have, and I'm like, this texture looks interesting. It's like, gravel but browner. And then, you know, I thought this could work. We'll have to see what it looks like when all placed down, but we're going to need to gather these materials first. Thankfully, coarse dirt's very easy to craft, rooted dirt very easy to harvest. Mud and mud bricks are actually going to be brand new for us though, which means we're going to have to get into something from the wild update. We're going to have to learn how to farm some mud. There's a couple of ways to do it, so we'll see which way we like the best, and we'll get a move on. So let's hop back into the main survival world and get going. Okay, so I thought a little more about it, and I completely and utterly lied. We are not going to be testing multiple ways of getting mud, because we only have access to one way of getting mud. In order to get the mud that we have, we need to take the mud brick, or no, what's it called? It's called like regular mud, I think, and we have to pack it by combining it with wheat. So that's something we're going to have to do. You can get the mud from a couple of ways. One way is by, do I have gravel? I have to have gravel somewhere, right? Maybe upstairs? You can take glass bottles. Do we have glass? We do. We have glass bottles. I feel like we might have just some bottles sitting around. There's like 6 in there. Are there any up here in the brewing stand area? None. 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 Okay. Right. If you can find mud in the mangrove swamps, which we don't have access to. Or you can make it by using a bottle of water on some dirt. That's the route we're going to be going. And hopefully it won't be too awful to have to do a lot of it. We'll end up seeing what happens. But first off, let's get some of the other materials together. Perhaps some of the easier ones. We can get a lot of coarse dirt very easily. We might already have some even. But we can craft it, which we're going to go ahead and do. We can craft it with gravel and dirt combined together. More gravel. Perfect. So we have our crafting table right here. Boom, 48 coarse dirt. That's enough to get started with for sure. The next thing we have is rooted dirt. Rooted dirt is something we actually don't have much experience with, but it's going to be a brand new thing from the Caves and Cliffs update they were going to be experiencing for the first time. And actually, I think we still need to be down here to start this, because what we need to do is plant an azalea tree, grow an azalea tree, and then beneath the azalea tree will be what we are looking for. So yes, we need a flowering azalea. Let's go ahead and bring 2 of them. And then we have to go somewhere that we can tear up the ground without feeling awful about tearing up the ground and ruining the environment around us. So we're going to be heading out into the untamed wilderness. And we'll be fine. The other thing we're going to need is wheat, actually, which we have our wheat farm here, which I harvest sometimes on live streams, like if I'm just talking to the live stream viewers, or I just need something to do while I'm like drinking water. I'll farm these, but I usually don't do much with it. But now it actually has a use for us, which is very, very cool. Here we are. And then up we go. And back down. And around. And we are farmers. Bum-ba-dum, bum-bum-bum-bum. Hey, random topic that I wanted to bring up. If the game looks different to you, the game that I'm playing, it could be because I'm no longer using the old RTX pack that I was using. I switched to a pack called Defined PBR. Oh, by the way, I moved the frogs. They're here now. I just didn't know what to do with them, so they're chilling. I switched to a pack called Defined PBR, and I like this pack pretty much the exact same as I liked the old pack. I didn't really have a preference between the two. The main reason that I switched to this new one is simply because ease of access. The old pack, which I've mentioned by name before, I just don't want to mention it now. No particular reason. I'm not like petty about it or anything. It's just like I don't use the pack anymore. It would feel weird. Like, what if in the time that I was away from the pack, it turned out like something awful had happened? You know, I don't want to accidentally direct people to anything. But anyway, the way you got the pack download was actually you had to be a part of a Discord server, and I was cool with that. Like, yeah, just like give me the downloads. But then every once in a while, they'd send like @everyone pings but they would just give like a general life update. I was like, okay, like cool, but I kind of just care about the pack. Like, with all due respect, I don't care if you have family visiting. Is there a pack update or no? And there was like no way to sign yourself up just for one, like just for pack updates or just for, you know, generic updates. So I would just have to check it every once in a while and read through like, oh, I can't sleep through the rain. That's a shame. I'd have to read through like multi-paragraphs of like, Dear Diary. And I was just like, I can't do this anymore. And so I stopped doing it. All right, so rooted dirt, very simple to get. You have to grow an azalea leaf. Oh, I forgot some. Wait, I have silk touch, don't I? I do. I have silk touch on my my shovel. Perfect. We want to harvest some of these as well. We're gonna harvest the azalea leaves as well as the rooted dirt. We want the azalea leaves because they are they're evergreen. So even if you put them in a desert, they will still have this green color that we were looking at right now. And that is super, super useful for us because we have two different ways we can design a desert village. It can either be like a really arid environment, nothing can grow, it's horrible to survive. You have to really tame the wilderness, as it were. That is the desert. Or you can do the other style, which is more to say like, this is an oasis where despite all odds, the desert is lush. And I think that's what I want to go about doing for my build. You know, there's a time and place for kind of more rough and tumble desert towns, but for Pharaoh's Landing, which is the name of our desert town, I think it's best to be normal. Okay, did I do this really wrong because I didn't give it enough room? Ooh, this is actually kind of brutal. Okay. I guess I didn't do this correctly. Here's what we can try. Let's actually do an experiment. Any scientists watching the video right now? By the way, if you're watching the video, consider hitting subscribe. Okay, here's our science. What we're going to do is for this last sapling that we have, we're going to build up an area. We're going to build up a dirt platform for it. Because when you grow a rooted dirt, or when you grow an azalea, it's supposed to give rooted dirt for like 40 blocks in diameter. Okay, so I did it, and it looks like that might be Java exclusive. That's a bummer. Okay, so rooted dirt is going to be a lot harder to come by than I originally thought. That's a shame. Okay. Well, I'm gonna leave this for now. I'm not gonna chop the tree all the way down, which is kind of a crime. Oh wait, we're still working here. Yeah, we're gonna leave that for a moment because I'm gonna have to think about how I want to farm a lot of the rooted dirt. For the meantime, we can just like leave it. It's not too big of a deal. By the way, that's how you get mud. That's what you do. We'll leave it for now, and we can come back to the concept later. We're going to build the pathway today, and unfortunately, we'll just have to not have the rooted dirt in. We could try and find like a lush cave. I think a lush cave has rooted dirt as well. Oh, this is gonna be brutal, actually. Holy Lord. Wait, let me clear out my inventory and get all these in at once. Yeah, this is gonna be kind of a lot. This is gonna be a bit of a process. No worries though. You can probably go faster with this on like mouse and keyboard and stuff, but I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's do another. I know I'm only using 8 of the 9 that I have, but this is actually. Oh wait. Oh, hold up. Wait, this is actually a much faster way to do it. You just use 1 and you just get the stuff that's beneath the... Ah, that would work actually very well. And just over time you end up deepening the river. Okay, let's... Oh, hey Regis. Sorry about that. I need this. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, you can also take the water back out. That's interesting. So it's almost like a way to store water. It's a little odd. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do this though. Finish off this upper section, and then we'll just put the rest of it in the desert. Or in the desert, in the river. By the way, deep apologies for those who are fans of the series and did not get to see an episode for a little while. I was working on it, you know, doing designs, building the houses, that sort of thing. So I wasn't ignoring survival, but I was also not uploading videos. Hopefully, you know, after when I get into big projects like Pharaoh's Landing, I tend to sort of see that the big update videos tend to do a lot better than the small let's make progress style videos. And so I lean more towards doing those than doing stuff. So like how I built the 2 houses on my own time, that's probably going to do a lot better as far as a video goes than it would if I spent 2 separate episodes building those houses. And because of that, I'll just do it off camera. But, you know, with my college starting up again pretty soon, I will not probably have the time to do a lot of off-camera stuff. So what we see is what we'll get. And, you know, hopefully people will enjoy that as well. But while I had the time, I figured, you know, let's go big with what we can. All right, boom. So we now have the packed mud that we need. We have 52, which should be enough to get started. The other thing we'll need is stairs. That's pretty easy though. If I hop off, we should be able to get, yes, some of these mud bricks. We'll get 12 of them. That should be enough for some stairs in the stone cutter. We would need 3, 6, 9. We might actually have too many. I'm just doing some math in my head. But let's go ahead and run back to the town. Oh, by the way, I want to mention, I think I did some work on the town on a live stream as well. I honestly don't remember. It was a while ago. But I do live streams every once in a while. Again, it's probably going to be less when my college starts back up. But if you're a live stream person, you know, consider hitting subscribe and I guess like notifications on or something. That would work. I don't know. I feel like YouTube live streaming is actually getting a big boost recently because Twitch made it so their Twitch partners can stream on other platforms. And a lot of them have just been like doing like, oh, let's see what live streaming on YouTube is like. And then they get a lot of viewers and they get surprised. So maybe we'll see more people streaming on YouTube. I stream on YouTube personally, not on Twitch. I used to stream on Twitch. Some of you guys might have been around for some of the Twitch streams of Minecraft because we have played Minecraft on Twitch. But I don't really do them anymore, mainly because it didn't make sense to me to do like a big effort into both YouTube and Twitch. I'd rather have my contributions of live streaming instead of working on like the Twitch path to partner. I'd rather just have all my efforts go into like YouTube partnering and then see what happens from there. Which, by the way, because we crossed 1,000 subscribers, big thanks again. I didn't mention that in a video yet. In my next update video, I'll make a big speech about it. But because we reached 1,000 subscribers, we now are only missing watch time as a metric to apply for partner. So if you are a fan of the videos, if you're enjoying them, consider watching them more or something. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna put this down here. Put this down here. Okay, I just need one more block. Sure, mud. Sounds good. Okay, and this will go here. This will go here. Okay, ooh, 40 mud is actually going to be far from enough to do this, but at least we can get a general idea of the process. I can do some mud making on my own as well. Okay, so boom. This is like the base path, right? And then you'll say like rooted dirt goes here, rooted dirt goes here. And then you'll get out your coarse dirt and put like a little L of coarse dirt here. And then mud. And then maybe we get a whole strip of coarse dirt here. And then an L. There we are. See? And then that's sort of what the path would look like. And then we would need to, I think it'd be best if we, I did not mean to throw an ender pearl. I think it'd be best if we expanded it like that as well. And then did the same thing over here. So like people have little walkways to get into their house. And see, this person would have a deeper inset. This person would go like this. And again, maybe like this is coarse dirt. You know, like you can just make anything you want. Anything you want. Put one right there. We'll do a strip right there. 2 there. Put 1 here. And then you'll see we will... Oh, actually, we would need to do this, though. And that kind of looks bad. There we go. That looks bad. We'll just deal with the connection. Okay, there. And then we need to fill all this in with mud. So I'm going to go and do some of the... some mud making just off camera really quickly, because we've seen the process. I just need to go and farm it out. So I'm going to get my bottles, and I think probably just swim in this river for a little bit. And you know, we will get what we can, and then get some wheat and make some more mud action. So hopefully we can finish off the part of the walkway today. Okay, I know I just said I was gonna cut the footage, but everyone needs to see Minecraft RTX underwater. Look how pretty this looks. Look at the sun coming through the water. This is great. You should subscribe. I'm going to turn that into a YouTube short, so I needed to have all my thoughts in one little connected bubble. Okay, gonna finish off now. Gotta keep going. Alright, the sun is down. We have 60 mud, which probably won't be enough. But the sun is down, so we need to get going. We got a motor. We gotta get a motor on. So let's go ahead and make that happen. Gotta make that happen. Look at how lovely it looks. This is such a good RTX pack. So good. Alright. Hopefully we have more wheat in, like... Ooh. Oh, that's Rico making those noises. I was like, is there a new spider type? No, there's not. There's not. It's just Rico impersonating a spider. Wheat would be in here. Overflow, maybe? Compressed into hay bales? No. I think I had more wheat in here, but I definitely don't have enough. I have 54. That should be plenty. I'm gonna leave 1 in here. Okay, I actually have to do some farming. Ooh, that could have been bad. That was something that was viable. I just made some sandstone on accident. I'll have to do some farming. Some, like, wheat farming. That's crazy. Imagine having to farm wheat in Minecraft past, like, the first day to get some bread. Yeah, we actually have to. Bonkers. Oh, there's actually a full stack of hay bales over there. We would have been fine. We got to remove those anyway. There's hay bales here, too. Alright, so here we are. Let's get a look for what we're going to be dealing with here. By the way, even though I'm putting this down, this doesn't mean it's permanent. If you guys come up with a really cool idea, we'll roll with that, you know? Definitely no need to withhold thoughts on what we have done so far. Yes, if your ideas are good, you know, we will use them. Easy peasy. Okay, so I want to put this here. I guess I tend to like my pathways a little bit like that. So yeah, there we are. As you can see, we sort of have developed a bit of the town now. We have a general shape for what we need to continue, which is very useful for me because if I continue to do work off camera, now I know like to continue the pathway this way and round it off this way. I know what it looks like. I know what the buildings look like. I think we are getting off to a very lovely start. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be all for today's video. I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please like and subscribe, and tell friends on my channel if you think they would enjoy it. It means a lot to me when you guys put my videos around. And I'll catch you guys all back here next time for my next video. Until then, as always, take care.